Yo, it's your boy Berserker back at it again with another review, of course. The best for you guys. Now, this manhwa that I'm gonna talk about is something that I was planning on saving for a different time. At least until I post at least like 5 to 6 videos or until my channel gets bigger. But the fact that I said it in my other video, I decided to say it. I decided to talk about it this time. And I'm just gotta say, again, y'all are gonna no, most of you probably read it already, but for the new people, you guys are gonna love it. And it might resemble another manual, but I'm not gonna say about it. I'm saving that one for when my channel gets either big or I post more videos. So the name of this manual that I am talking about is called Omniscient Reader Viewpoint. Now, you know, I want to say something. Actually, no, I'm gonna skip that for another time. Well, not for another time throughout the video. So so the whole thing basically begins in a train. Yes, a train. You did not expect that. The whole thing begins in a train where the main character, Kim Dokcha, is reading a novel called Three Ways to Survive in a Ruined World. And of course, reading that, you can expect that this is an apocalypse type of novel. And basically, he ends up reading it. It's a type of novel that will literally take you a bunch of years to finish reading it. And that novel for him was like a motivation type of novel. It literally got him to like all the bad stuff whenever he felt down. Whenever he fell down, he would literally pop up the novel. Whenever he's on break at work, he will pop up the novel. I guess you can consider his life. And apparently, he was on the train. He finishes to read the novel, and then he gets a message. Like those game screen type of messages, like when people get transported into another world and they get like a pop screen. Yeah, he got that. So good for him. He got a message on his phone first saying that you guys are gonna check it out. It was like it's him talking with the author of the novel. The author of the novel is like, I think, congratulating him for finishing the novel, and then he gives him a present. Y'all are gonna see what the present. I'm not gonna tell you. You guys are gonna check it out. So he then ends up accepting it, and well, that's when shit go crazy. Like, have you guys ever seen the movie Train to Busan? Legit, like everything just goes crazy on the train. It, like everybody's just chill, relaxing, minding their own business, calm. Next thing you know, people start turning into zombie, going crazy, full run, busting out. I'm like, whoa. But I gotta say, the ending got me crying. I had tears pouring. You can think of me as an anime guy, just like having that one moment where you just holding in your tears and you just like blast out into like water, bro. This is just like that. Everything was calm, and then boom, they somehow end up finding themselves. They're still in the world. They're still in the world that they live in, but now it's more like it got taken over. You feel me? So now their world is basically kind of like a game world where they have to survive from either killing people or they have to complete tasks. It's think of it as Among Us, but it's kind of technically that way. So the protagonist ends up meeting the protagonist basically knows all the characters in the novel. And all the characters in the novel are basically the people that he is with in real life. So he tries to like figure out which person is which in the novel and ends up finding them out. And they also have the same name as the people in the novel. So lucky for the protagonist, he knows who to trust and who to not trust. So moving on is just it's crazy. Like really crazy. So he ends up having to in the beginning, of course, they're being forced to kill each other. And the protagonist, basically, he doesn't want to kill anybody, so he tries to find a way where people can survive. But apparently, only some survived in the train. You guys can read it out to see what happened, how some of the people survived. But it was crazy. And each person also has an ability, of course. But the only thing is that the only thing is that most of them are like OP, bro. And there is one character who is the protect. Like we have our protagonist who is Kim Dok Cha, but there is one protagonist, the main protagonist of the novel that Kim read. He has literally gone through this world like I think 2 or 3 times, so he already knows what's going on. Now the whole thing is crazy, man. You know, I've actually thought of making a what if out of this instead of omniscient reader viewpoint. What about omniscient writer viewpoint? Haha, you get it? Yeah. So instead of him actually reading a novel, it's technically him writing the novel, and it somehow ends up everything ends up coming true, and he basically knows everything throughout the story, and just like has to try to survive. Feel me? It's still gonna be kind of like the same concept, but it's mainly gonna be him trying to survive. If you guys want to hear more about that, hey, comment down below. I might actually make a what if out of it. I have some ideas in my head, man. That thing be popping. Yeah. So fast forward, things pretty much go crazy. Um, I haven't checked how many chapters is up by now. I think there should be at least 20 to 25 chapters up by now. So you guys should check it out. And so I guess that's it for on my talk now. Pretty short, right? Nearly like a 7 to 8 minute talk. So that's it for today, man. And for today's review, though, I don't care what anybody says, bro. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. No flaw. I love the art style. The storyline is just perfect, man. It starts off with a man reading about that's happening. Next thing you know, he's living it, and then he just has to he has to survive. And there's one part in the beginning that I like. I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys, but I'm gonna just say it. He ends up taking a kid. There's also one of the kid who's also one of the main characters in the novel, and he ends up wanting to take that kid and probably train the kid. And if he trains the kid, if he actually does take the kid and trains him, and the kid ends up being OP, my God, yo, I'ma love this man for the rest of my life. That's pretty much all I can say, man. Like dopamine. Ooh. Alright, guys. So that's pretty much all for today. I don't know what I'm gonna post for my next video, but I will think it out. But hey, y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you think my review is good or not. And what about the stars too? Gotta say that one. Alright, people. See you later. Peace.